What's up, guys? Welcome back to Shitty Car Mods. It's been a little while. We're over on Shitty Car Mods. Um, just real quick, I want to say, in case you didn't catch it in one of my previous videos. Ooh, excuse me. I'm very excited. My birthday's coming up, and I treated myself. I haven't finished paying for it yet, but it will be paid for by the time my birthday comes around. But I went out today and I put a Nintendo Switch on layaway. I put $50 down on it. And by the time I'm done paying for it, my birthday will be here, and it'll be a nice birthday present for myself, because I feel like I deserve it after the shit year I had last year. Um, Not that my birthday last year was shitty, but just last year in general was shitty. If you're not aware, last year my house flooded twice, and I lost nearly everything I owned. Some things survived, but most of my stuff was just gone. So I feel like after that shitty year, I kind of deserve to treat myself for my birthday. So I got a Nintendo Switch on the way, and I'm super excited for it. It'll probably be here in a couple weeks. I'll finally get to actually have it here, and I'll probably do like a opening video where I show myself opening it and handling it for the first time. But anyway, enough about that. I'm just super excited about that. Let's go ahead and look at some of these. Alright, let's see. The third gen Chevy Crapardo. Let's see. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's bad taste. I mean, why? That's what comes to mind. Bad taste and just why. I do like the grill, just not on this car. That grill, that's a nice grill. Like, that grill is nice, but not on this car. It would look nice on maybe a different car, but not this one. Um, just not doing it for me. This shit on the hood, I hate when they do that, when they have the big hood scoops that come out. A little hood scoop is fine, but not when it's like that, because then it's just, I don't know, it's really ugly. I don't like the way the headlights are set in. Just overall, if you were, because this is probably really expensive to do. If you're gonna do that, at least do it on a nicer car to begin with. Like, you don't start out with a piece of shit and then be like, yeah, I'm just gonna have it gold plated. It's like, nah, you wanna start with something nice if you're gonna invest all that in. And their starting car wasn't a very nice choice for this, in my opinion. You know, maybe they're very happy with it, in which case, good for you, but me personally, I think it looks ridiculous. It is a convertible, though, so, I mean, at least you got that going for you. Um, alright. Next one. What the? Alright, here we go. Okay, not gonna lie. Oh wow, that actually. Oh, it's at a Waffle House. I fucking love Waffle House. Not gonna lie. This is kind of funny. I kind of like this actually. This is definitely. I know what they were going for here. Oh god, I don't want that. No, I know exactly what they were going for here, and I love it. I love this. Oh my god, this is. I love it. It's. Don't get me wrong, it looks fucking horrible. But this could look really good if it was done on a different car and if it was done better. Basically, it's supposed to be like a doomsday prepper car, is what they were going for. They were going for like a doomsday car. They have like the gas can on the back, and I assume this is full of like various supplies. And I've actually seen some really cool doomsday cars before that are actually pretty fucking awesome looking. Um, there was one, I don't know if you guys watch Pawn Stars, but there was one that came on Pawn Stars. It was a van, and it was very well done, and I don't know, I've always liked that sort of thing. This one isn't really that well done, but I'm kind of into it. Not gonna lie, if I just had a piece of shit car lying around, um, I would probably do something like this just as like a joke. Um, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of dig it. Again, it could be done better. Like, it's not very well executed, but I really like it. It's just one of those things that it's gonna take a very specific type of person to dig that. But I kind of like it, to be 100% honest. I mean I mean it would definitely be better if it was done better. Can't tell if this is shitty or just Japanese. That sounds kind of offensive. If I have any Japanese viewers, I hope that you're not offended by that. I love the Japanese. Like, I love their culture. They're very, like, I know this is a general statement, and this doesn't necessarily apply to every Japanese person. But overall, as a whole, they have more morals, and they're overall just really good people. Again, that doesn't apply to every Japanese person, but every Japanese person that I have met was just an all around amazing person. And so, please, if I have any Japanese viewers, please don't be offended. But I want to look at this. Yeah, yeah, and you can kind of see they're 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 somewhere where all of the cars are tricked out, because you can see these other cars tricked out. But I mean, that is like a thing that is a Japanese culture. Is they take these cars and they just modify the shit out of them. Um, yeah, he's got spoiler on his spoiler. Is this This looks like it started out as a Porsche, because it has like the hatchback. This started out as a Porsche, which is a pretty expensive car on its own, and I don't exactly like everything about this, but I will say the wide wheels with the widened fenders, I am a huge fan of that. Anytime you have like a little sports car or anything like that, and you give it a wider stance with the wide wheels, and then you flare the fenders out, that is something I really like. So I really like what they did there with the fenders, and it's actually very well done. Like, all of this is very well done. It's a little over the top. At this point, with that much spoiler going on, you can't even see to reverse. Um, so I have to assume that this is not a car that you're gonna be driving around town. It looks like they're at some sort of racetrack. It looks like they're racing them. In which case, that's not a very big deal. because very rarely in a race do you ever have to use reverse. So that's not really a big deal if it's used strictly for racing, which it looks like they are at some sort of racetrack and or gathering. Um, but I like the way the wheels are done uh, to match the car. They're not completely painted. They left some chrome in there, but the center of them is painted red to match the car. I really like that. I don't like all these holes in here, and I think the spoiler is a bit too much. And I feel like you could have done the exhausts a bit more tastefully, but overall, overall, as a whole, I don't really like it aesthetically, but you have to give it to them that this is very well done. Like, it's not just slapped together. Like, this was done precisely. I mean, again, it's not really the greatest looking thing in the world, but it's done well. It's done well, and I don't know. I really like the wide wheels with the flared out fenders. I feel like on a Porsche that would look really nice, actually. Um, I bet this Durango is fast. All right, here we go. Here we go. What we got? Here we go. Oh, okay. Okay, so if you haven't caught on yet as to what they did, it's the exhaust pipes. They have 4 exhaust pipes. Yeah. I mean, they have some pinstriping too. The pinstriping here, actually doesn't look that bad. It looks like it was done professionally, and it's very nicely done. I've actually done a little bit of pinstriping myself before. It's not something that I know how to do, but I have done it before, and it's not easy. It's not easy, so that's very well done. Um, then you have the 4 exhaust pipes, which I mean, yeah, it's a little weird for this car, but you know what? Hey, if it gets you from A to B and it's not obscenely obnoxious to everybody else around you, then you know what? You go with your little 4 exhaust pipes. It's actually really funny we're counting exhaust pipes here because I found a photo when I was looking up this Reddit page, and I saved the photo, and it's a car with, I believe, 23 exhaust pipes, and it's fucking ridiculous. I'll show it in a second, but I mean, yeah, I don't mind having, some little exhaust pipes changes on cars for the aesthetics. But one thing I absolutely hate when people change their exhaust pipes is when they purposely design them to be as loud as possible. Like, it's obnoxious, and all you're doing is causing unnecessary noise. And we get a lot of that where I live. And it's just really stupid. But assuming that this doesn't make the car like 4 times louder than what it would normally be, um, then yeah, you go ahead. Also the side skirting, a little questionable. I don't like the side skirting. It actually looks like it's getting ready to fall off. It doesn't even look like it's attached right here, but that could just be because the photo the camera this was taken with wasn't a very good shot. But you know what? Whatever, whatever. All right. So let me find that photo real quick. Whoa, whoa! I did not know that was the thing I could do. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna find that photo that I just had. Let's see. Here it is. Here it is. I found it. Alright. There it is. Look at that beauty. Look at that. 23 exhaust, 4 turbos. Fuel injection V8 engine. Guinness record. There you go. Look at all those exhaust pipes. And assuming the stuff on the back of it is accurate, that's 23 exhaust pipes and 4 turbos. That is just ridiculous, man. Hold on, I want to actually count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, it's legit. There is 23 exhausts there. That's ridiculous. Okay, that was just something I found, that I had to save because it was just fucking ridiculous. But anyway, straight out of GTA. Okay, here we go. What the fuck? Hold on. No. Why? This is what I was talking about. Why do people do this to their exhaust pipes? Like, okay, you bent them, you extended them, and then you bent them at like, that's not even a 45. That's almost 90-degree angle. And then not only did you do that, but then you separated them like this. Like, that looks even stupider. Personally, if you're gonna do it, have them both side by side. Like, have this one here be next to this one. Don't have them do this. That looks even more stupid than it would be if they're just like that. But anyway, and I have to assume any person who does this is gonna be the type of person that I was talking about, where they just make their car as loud as possible for no reason other than because they can. You know the kind of people I'm talking about, and it fucking pisses me off. I don't know why, but I just why? Why would you do that? Also, if you're parked in that photo and that wasn't taken, like, in the process of you parking, then you're a fucking asshole, because you're like blocking the. I have to assume that was taken while the guy was trying to park, because the lights are on, so somebody is in the car. So let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say that was mid-parking and he hasn't actually parked the car yet. But anyway, that's just fucking stupid. It's just fucking stupid. Alright, here we go. What else? Tuppa, where did the headlight go? No! 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 Please, no. Oh, God. I feel so bad. I know your pain. I know your pain. You got in a wreck. You fucked up your car. And either you don't have insurance or the insurance company fucked you over. And you made do with what you had. I've had, my family, we've rode around and dinged up cars before. Not necessarily this bad, but we've rolled around in some hoopties before. We call them hoopties. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that term, if that's a common term or not, but we call them hoopties. And yeah, we've rolled around in some kind of ghetto cars before, but nothing like that. Oh my god. So that's literally that's literally just a Tupperware box taped over the lights. And what is all this shit? Is that like, was that a plastic bag that got torn open? I'm not sure what they were going for there. And then their hood latch doesn't work because it's all bent up. So they're like, you know what? We're just gonna strap the hood down. That's safe. That's safe. I mean, God, that's so not safe though. Like, that's so unsafe. Like, going small speeds, you're probably fine. But when you get on a highway with your hood like this and it's strapped in like that, like you're gonna get airflow under here and all up in here, and all that air is gonna be constantly trying to lift the hood up. Um, so if this strap were to fail, or if, I don't know, I have to assume that the other end of the strap is right onto the frame of the car and not just put in some stupid location. Um, if that strap were to fail, which it's going to be under constant stress when you're on the highway, because you're going to get airflow underneath that hood that's constantly trying to lift it up. If that were to fail on the highway, which would be where it would fail, because it would be under all that stress, yeah, that hood's coming up. It's going to smash the windshield. I don't know how good of a driver you are. Obviously, if you wrecked your car and this happened, assuming that it was your fault that this happened, which it could have been the other person's fault, but I mean, if that comes up on the highway and smashes the windshield, uh, depending on your reaction time and depending on your surroundings, you could potentially die. Or kill somebody else, or it could be really bad. We've had a hood come up on us once when we were driving. Luckily it wasn't on the highway, but it did smash up the windshield, and luckily we had really good reaction time. There were oncoming cars, but it wasn't the highway. Um, and other than a slight scar that I have, I think it's this arm, somewhere up in here. I got a scar from like a piece of glass that flew off the windshield and like scraped up my arm. Other than that, like nobody was injured, thank God. It wasn't a deep cut, but it was deep enough that it scarred. Um, but anyway, that's just. I really hope that however you have this secured on there, that it's adequate enough that that doesn't happen, because that could potentially kill someone if that were to come undone. Also, I don't know how I feel about this, which is like the main focus point, because that looks like it's literally just duct taped on, in which case that could probably come off pretty easily. Um, I don't know, man. Like, my heart goes out to you, because Lord knows over the years we've driven some kind of ghetto cars, but like, I don't know, man. I just really hope whoever owns this tied that off in an adequate fashion, that won't happen to them, because that could seriously kill somebody in the right scenario. Um, so I really hope that they're safe and that everything's fine. Um, but anyway, no words for what's going on here. Alright, oh god, what's happening? Why can I not click things? Hold on, something's wrong. Something's not right. Windows? Okay, there we go. Alright, where were we? Oh god, I can't scroll up now. There we go. What the fuck? What the fuck? There we go. I don't know what was happening here. No words for what's going on here. Wait, what the hell happened to... Oh, wait, did we skipped a bunch of them. Sorry for potato quality, but this seems shitty enough. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I mean, I actually don't think it looks that bad, to be honest. It's just a car on some giant rims that are painted. But, I mean, it's not absurdly done to where it's like a really small car on really big rims like this. This, yeah, it's on big rims, but it's a bigger car, so it doesn't look quite as bad. The fact that you painted the rims to match the car is a nice touch. Honestly, I don't think this is that bad. I mean, it's not something that I would do, because I'd imagine this would be very expensive, and you're going to be changing those tires out pretty damn often, because they're thin. But I honestly don't think this belongs on shitty car mods. I just think, you know, it's not quite good enough, or quite bad enough to be on here. It's not that bad. The longer I look, the worse it gets. Okay, here we go. What we got? Okay, there's a lot to take in here, and I'm thoroughly confused. What is this? I'm trying to figure out what's happened. Like, obviously, why is this on here? Is that like, oh no, what if my hubcap comes off? I'll have a backup hubcap on there in case my hubcap comes off. Which, I mean, would explain it, except for the fact that you're not using hubcaps. Like, those are rims. Those aren't hubcaps. So there's no explanation as to why that's there, other than just to be there. Like, what the fuck is all these, like, straps? Like, are those straps, or are those just strips of metal that have been welded in? Like, what what is all that? I just don't understand. And then, like, you have, cause this started out as an older truck, like you can tell. And you still have like the old style headlights in the front. But then in the back you have like these new tail lamps that are like the new style tail lamps. And then you have this thing, and just nothing matches, and there's no rhyme or reason to any of it, and it's just, I don't know. I want to find the owner of this, and I want to ask them what happened. What what happened for this thing to exist? Like, I need to know. I need an answer for this. And look at, I just noticed there's a guy in the photo just fucking chilling right there. I don't know, but I want an answer for this. If by some small chance anybody knows the owner of this car, like, can you ask them why they did this? And then, like, put it in the comments? I highly doubt I'll get an answer in the comments. But if by some slim chance that were to happen, I would greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's see. Let's see. I got new neighbors. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I guess you do got new neighbors. Oh god. Oh god. Is that a Honda Civic? That kind of looks like a Honda Civic. I can't tell if it's a Honda Civic or not, but it kind of looks like one. And they just like who 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 thought this was a good idea? Like, yeah, we'll take. I'm just gonna call it a Honda Civic because that's what it kind of looks like. I know I could be wrong, but it looks like a Honda Civic to me. So it's like, yeah, let's take our Honda Civic and let's cut it in half and then just weld a fucking back end of a caravan to it. At least it's welded and it, from the looks of it, it's done properly. Um, you know, I do kind of like how they included this little bit of paint there to try to make it match, and then they added like the little red drips or whatever you want to call them. Like they tried to make it look good. They tried to make it look good. It just doesn't. It just doesn't. But you know what? They tried, and if it's actually road legal, which I do see a light in the back, so it probably is, and they have this extra mirror here, I'm guessing, so that they can see, when they're doing corners and stuff. You know what? If this is actually road legal, then it's not that bad if you actually use this. If you actually use it frequently, then it's not that bad. If this is like, oh, I turned my Civic, which again, it might not be a Honda Civic, but that's kind of what it looks like. But it's like, oh, I turned my Civic into a caravan, but I only used it like twice, then nah, this is ridiculous. But if you actually use the caravan portion of this frequently, and that it actually is still road legal, then you know what? Good for you. Good for you. I'm a big fan of function over like aesthetics. You know, I prefer things to work well than to look pretty and not be able to work at all. Um, so it's not the ugliest thing in the world, but it's definitely far from the prettiest. But if it has a function and it serves that function well, then good for you. Good for you. I feel like this little paint job here was a nice touch as well to try to make it look as, I don't know. I feel like the paint job was a nice touch. But you know what? Good for you. Good for you. I would probably do something similar if I had just a car lying around that I'm not using for anything. Um, so you know what? Good for you. Um, there we go. Okay. Uh, no words for what's going on here. Here we go. Okay, is this another caravan? Is that what this is? This kind of looks like it might be another caravan. Um, no, this is, what the fuck is this? Uh, okay, this looks like they tried to make a caravan and they failed horribly. Like, what is this? I'm trying to figure out what this is. Did you is there just like, I don't know. I honestly do not know what this thing is. What is that? Oh my god, what is it? It's like they just taped a bunch of shit on it. And then you have like, I'm assuming that's like a sleeping bag maybe, or I. What is that? Like, let me know in the comments what the hell you think this thing is, cause I don't know. I don't know what this thing is. It confuses me. I don't know what it is. It's ugly, that's for sure. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what they were trying to go for with it. It's just ugly. It's just ugly. Oh my god. Okay, how is that not the top post? Uh the spoiler on this truck. Alright, it's a spoiler warning, so here we go. If you don't want to be spoiled for the spoiler, then look away, because I'm about to click to see the spoiler. Oh my god, okay. I'm not a big fan of spoilers on trucks, to be honest. That looks like it might be carbon fiber, in which case that's like super expensive. Cause carbon fiber, like literally anything carbon fiber, is super expensive. Also, is that just a chain hanging off the back? That can't be safe. Um, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of spoilers on trucks, and I've seen very many of them. At least he's got the color coordination going for him with the black and yellow. Russian tank. Here we go. Jesus Christ, why? Why? Just why? It's. I love the. Kind of love the wheel gag though. It's endearing. I like it. How could you like this? Why? I don't. That's not even legal. That's depending on where they are. Like maybe it's in a different country. It did say Russian tank, so maybe this is in Russia, and in Russia this might be okay. But this would be illegal to drive where I'm at. Like the way the back glass is painted, and the headlights are painted, and well, you could probably get away with the rear window, like side windows painted. You could probably get away with that where I'm at. But you cannot paint this window back here or the headlights where I'm at. So that would be illegal to drive where I'm at. Um but like that's just so it's just so ugly. Why would you do this? This is another one of those why would someone do this? I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just I don't know what to say about it other than it's just like if you're gonna make it look like a tank, like just go all out. Like don't just like paint wheels on there. Like if you want it to look like a tank, like actually like weld some shit on there, like some big like square panels and just like I don't know. I don't know. I feel like if you were going for a tank, if you wanted this to look like a tank, there are a lot better ways to make this look like a tank, and I feel like you chose the worst possible way. But at the end of the day, if you're happy with the car, then good for you, but I just couldn't. I just could not do that. Um let's see. All right, let's see. We'll do a few more. Um I don't want to be about that life. That sounds like a good one. Wait, let me see. What does it say? Alright, it's got, first of all, um, fucking Nissan Altima alert. You ain't, you ain't bout that life? What, why does it say you? Why does it say you? Shouldn't it say I? Are you telling me that I'm not about that life? Like, what life? What life are you referring to? Also, this paint job, though, and that fake-ass chrome. Like, that is not real chrome. Like, you can tell. You can tell. That's fake. That's fake chrome. You can tell. 'Cause the way it's, like, foggy in the center here, from the angle that they're showing at. Like real chrome, it doesn't matter what angle you're looking at it, it's shiny. But like fake chrome, if you look at it from certain angles, it'll get like a fogginess to it, and that's what's going on there. That's fake chrome. That's not even real chrome rims. Um, that's probably just like some rims that they just fucking spray painted chrome. Or painted. It doesn't look like spray paint, but it's definitely not real chrome. Um, but like this paint job though. In all honesty, the paint job. I mean, I absolutely hate Nissan Altimas. I don't know why. Like I don't even have a reason for it. I just don't like them. Um, so like I don't know. I don't know, but I mean, hey, we're not about that life apparently. I don't know what life they're referring to, but I'm not about that life apparently, according to this car. So there you go. All of you watching, you're not about that life. I don't know what life it's referring to, but maybe it's referring to the thug life. I don't know. Um, but I don't know. All right, let's do a few more. I have no words. No. No. I refuse to believe that's a thing. I refuse to believe this is a thing. Also, I really hope the guy in the yellow jacket is like the owner and or driver of this thing, cuz like the matching jacket with the yellow car, like that's a nice touch, but my god, why? Why would you do this? It's not even well done. Like, sure, it doesn't look like it looks relatively okay, but you can tell with like the way the roof here is just if you really look close. I don't know if there's a way I can zoom in anymore. I don't think there is. But if you really look close, it's not completely flush. Like right at the front here, it's got like a little bit of a bump, and then like this, whereas it should just be straight all the way across. So you can tell, like, whoever did this didn't even account for that, and it's not completely flush across the top. Um, and then it's just like the doors that were put on this. Is that suicide doors? It looks like suicide doors where they open up and they go, I believe, like that. Like, hold on, here's your doors closed, and then they go like that. Anyway, I don't know why you would put suicide doors on this. I also don't know why you wouldn't try to match these doors to look more like this door. Cause these are just square doors, whereas this one, I don't know. There's so many things wrong with this. Also, if you're going to do this, of all the colors you could have had, like, let's just go with banana yellow. Like, of all the colors, um, that this Corvette limo could have had, banana yellow. Like, that's my least favorite Corvette color. Because it looks so bad. It's just so ugly. Like, blue, red, black, white, literally any of those colors, but yellow? Like, that's literally the worst color that those cars come in. But again, you do get bonus points if the guy in the yellow jacket is the driver and or owner of this car. I will give you a little bit of bonus points for that if that guy has any correlation with this car. Um, because I do like the matching jacket to the car. Like that's something I can okay with. Um, I actually have a Ferrari jacket that they give you when you buy like a really expensive Ferrari. They normally give you like a Ferrari jacket to go with it. I actually own one of those. I don't own the Ferrari, but I do have the jacket. I forgot where we got it. I think we actually got it from somebody that we knew that actually did own a Ferrari and was like, "Here, you can have the jacket." And I was like, "Cool. I have a fucking cool jacket now." All right, we'll do a few more. Um, all right, we'll do one more. We'll do one more. We'll do this one because it catches my eye. It's also the number one for this month. So here we go. So my new neighbors moved in. I can tell we're not gonna be friends. Let's see what we got. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Um. Well, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I mean, it's just a Jeep on low-profile tires and painted rims. I do appreciate that even the spare tire is one of the low-profile tires with the painted rim. Like, that's a nice touch. But of all the cars to do this to, this is probably the worst one to do this on. Because it's like, it's a fucking Jeep. Um, and it's meant to have, like, off-road tires on it. It's meant to, like, you don't do this to a Jeep. Like, this thoroughly annoys me. Because, like, you just ruined, like, 50% or more of the functionality of having a Jeep. Like, you get a Jeep to go, like, off-roading and all that, adventurous stuff. And it's like, you can't do that now because you have these tires on it. Um, I don't know. I don't know. Again, I do appreciate that the spare tire is also one of the low profile tires with the rim. I also appreciate that the rims were painted to match the car. That's a nice touch. But overall, it's just, of all the cars, why a Jeep? Like, of all the cars you could have done this to, a Jeep. It's just, this should not be allowed. Um, and I have to assume this is in California, because just based on, the surroundings here, this looks like a very California-esque location. Um, That also looks like a very expensive house. Like, look at this driveway. Like, I wish my driveway looked like that. That would be a lot of bricks, though, because my driveway is like probably like 1/16 of a mile or something like that. So that would be a lot of bricks, but like I wish my driveway was that nice. Uh, but anyway, that's gonna be it for shitty car mods. This was fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. So love you guys, and I'll see all you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.